If you are dissatisfied with your life, watch this video until the end. This story will change your life. In a lush green forest, where ancient trees stretched their branches to shelter countless small creatures, lived a crow carrying a deep sadness within its heart. Unlike its strong, glossy black appearance and the loud caw that echoed through the space, deep within its heart lay a profound discontent with its current life. Every day that passed felt heavy for the crow, as if the world around it had turned its back. One day, when its sorrow reached its peak, the crow perched on a dry branch, hot tears streaming down its jet-black feathers. Its choked sobs echoed in the silent space of the forest. Coincidentally, beneath that tree, a Zen master sat in meditation, his soul serene amidst the flow of life. Suddenly, a salty tear from the crow fell onto the Zen master's cheek, awakening him from his deep, meditative state. The Zen master slowly raised his head, his gentle eyes looking at the sobbing crow. With a warm and compassionate voice, he asked, "My child, why are you crying? What is making your heart so heavy?" Hearing the gentle inquiry, all the pent-up grievances of the crow burst forth. It choked out, "Oh, wise one, I am so miserable. I loathe my life. No one loves me. Every time I appear, people shoo me away, despise me. They never give me a decent morsel of food. Everyone avoids me as if I were something filthy. I even hear curses and the sound of hunting guns aimed at me. It would be better to die than to live such a meaningless and hated life." Listening to the crow's sorrowful lament, the Zen master's heart filled with sympathy. He gently said, "My child, in this life, what is important is that we learn to find joy and peace in all circumstances. Every life has its own value, and happiness lies not in who we are, but in how we perceive life." However, the Zen master's profound advice seemed unable to soothe the deep sorrow in the crow's heart. It continued to sob uncontrollably, immersed in dissatisfaction and despair. Seeing this, the Zen master smiled kindly and said, "Very well, my child. I understand that you are in great pain. Tell me, what kind of creature do you wish to become? With the power of magic, I can transform you into anything you desire." Hearing this unexpected offer, the sad eyes of the crow suddenly lit up with a glimmer of hope. It eagerly replied, "O Holy One, if you truly have compassion, please transform me into a swan. Swans are pure white, graceful, and loved by everyone. Surely, they are the happiest birds in the world." The Zen master nodded. "Very well, I will help you. But before your wish comes true, go and meet a swan and ask if it is truly happy with its life. Go and find out, and I will wait for you here." The crow joyfully flapped its wings and flew away, its heart filled with hope for a new, more beautiful life. Not long after, it found a clear blue lake where a flock of swans was swimming. It landed near a swan, with feathers as white as snow, its bearing elegant and noble. The crow called out, "Greetings, beautiful swan. You are truly a magnificent bird. Your white feathers are so splendid, surely everyone loves you. You must be the happiest bird in the world, aren't you?" Hearing the crow's praise, the swan sighed softly, a hint of sadness in its expression. It replied, "My friend, you are mistaken. I am not as happy as you think. This world has so many beautiful, vibrant colors, yet I only have a monotonous white. White is nothing special. I think parrots are the happiest birds in the world. They have colorful feathers in all sorts of hues. It's truly admirable." Hearing the swan's heartfelt words, the crow couldn't help but feel surprised. It turned out that external beauty did not always come with happiness. It quickly flapped its wings and flew away, seeking the place where the chattering parrots sang. The crow found a parrot with bright green, red, and yellow feathers, perched on a high branch. It called out, "Greetings, beautiful parrot. Your feathers are so magnificent, you have all the colors in the world. Surely you are the happiest bird in the world, aren't you?" The parrot heard the call and turned its head to look at the crow. Its bright eyes held a hint of sadness. It replied, "My friend, you are mistaken again. No matter how beautiful my feathers are, I am not happy. Humans often catch us parrots and keep us in cages. I always live in fear of being imprisoned, of losing my freedom. I think peacocks are the happiest birds. Their feathers are even more colorful and magnificent than mine. Hearing these words, the crow was once again surprised. It turned out that even a bird as vibrant as a parrot did not feel happy. It continued its journey to find the happiest bird, this time heading towards the place where the proud peacocks displayed their brilliant tail feathers. Finally, the crow found a peacock being kept in a large cage in a zoo. Hundreds of people surrounded the cage to admire its magnificent beauty. After the crowd dispersed, the crow boldly approached the cage and called out, "Greetings, magnificent peacock. Your feathers are truly wondrous. Thousands of people come here just to see you. Look at me, every time I appear, people shoo me away. I think you are the happiest bird on this planet." The peacock heard the crow's voice and slowly lowered its splendid wings. Its voice was melancholic. "My friend, I used to think I was the most beautiful and happiest bird in the world too. But it is this very beauty that has led to my imprisonment in this cage. Every time humans pluck my bright tail feathers to make decorations, I feel great pain. I am not happy at all." The crow was utterly astonished to hear the peacock's heartfelt words. It asked, "If you are not happy, then which bird is the happiest in the world?" The peacock pondered for a moment and then replied, "I have observed the birds living in this zoo very carefully, and I have realized that you, the crow, are the only bird not kept in a cage. Humans do not try to catch or imprison you. For the past few days, I have always thought that if I were a crow, I could fly freely everywhere, not bound by anything." Hearing these words, the crow was suddenly stunned. For the first time in its life, it realized something it had never thought of before. It turned out that the very freedom it had always taken for granted was what the other beautiful birds longed for. It suddenly realized that it possessed something invaluable that not everyone had. With a completely different state of mind, the crow quickly flew back to find the Zen master. This time, its eyes no longer reflected sadness and discontent, but instead, peace and appreciation. It bowed its head before the Zen master and said, "Oh, wise one, I understand now. I no longer wish to become any other bird. I feel happy being myself, a crow flying freely in the sky." The Zen master smiled kindly, his eyes full of understanding. He said, "You have realized the truth. In life, we often have the unnecessary habit of comparing ourselves to others. We look at what we don't have and feel sad, even resentful of fate. This leads to a vicious cycle of unhappiness. Remember, there will always be someone better or worse than us. If you keep comparing yourself to others, you will never find true happiness. The happiest person is the one who knows how to be content with what they have, who appreciates the good things in their life. Never compare yourself to anyone, because when you do, you are the unhappiest person." The story of the crow concluded, but the profound lesson it imparted continued to resonate in the minds of many. We often get caught up in the cycle of comparison, always feeling lacking and dissatisfied with what we have. We dream of becoming someone else, of having a different life, without realizing that true happiness lies within ourselves, in the simple and precious things we already possess. Learn to appreciate what you have, even if it is just an ordinary life, a stable job, or loved ones by your side. Look at the positive aspects of life instead of focusing only on the shortcomings. Remember that freedom, inner peace, and the ability to appreciate small things are the keys to true happiness. Do not let meaningless comparisons rob you of the joy and contentment in your life. Be like the crow who, after a long journey of searching, finally realized that happiness was always by its side, waiting for us to open our hearts to receive and cherish it.